So I recently spent 10 days with visiting family. Do you guys spend more time with your family now that you're retired?
I do, but they probably regret it.
I haven't spent very much time with your family, but I would say a little bit, a lot more with Jen, and I would say more with my extended family. Yes.
So, all right. Well, that sounds like our topic for today then. Although I'm sure some of your family's going to regret it, Steve. But let's dig into it. Welcome to Retirement
And
Rules.
you wonder why I haven't marketed this podcast to my family.
Retirement Rules. Three retired guys discussing made-up rules. No financial advice nor how-to guides. Just humor and why life after work totally rules.
So, hello. Welcome to Retirement Rules. This is a podcast where we discuss and make up our rules for retirement. I'm your host, Alex, joined by my co-host, Steve.
Hello there.
And Jeff.
How's it going, eh?
And three guys who've recently retired and are still figuring it out. And so we had a little bit of a hiatus. We've had about 3 months off since our last recording. Pretty busy. And that's what I guess retirement's about.
I've been visiting family.
Visiting family.
Yeah, visiting family. We had also vacations. Jeff was off on some exotic vacation off in Africa. We were in Italy, also visiting family in New York.
Visiting my African family.
Yes, I know. And Steve, he's moving out of our neighborhood here. And, he's also had some family as well, too, activities. And so I thought this would be a good discussion for us to talk about family and why retirement rules, when it comes to family, because, family matters. So let's dig into it. I'll start with you, Jeff. You.
Wow.
So,
switching up the order. Tatis.
I am. I'm going to switch up the order.
Tatis now at the top of the order.
It's been 3 months.
I'm in the penalty box.
And so, I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. So we'll start with you, Jeff. So has family time actually increased since retiring, or did it just change on how you spend time with them?
Well, immediate family, Jennifer. Yes, I spent a lot more time with her. Actually, we were talking about it today that I have needed to establish boundaries in that, like Jen plays pickleball pretty much every day, and I play pickleball Tuesdays, and that's with my own group. And is
she encroaching?
She is unfortunately not welcome into my group because I need my boundary. Yeah. But other than that, I see my my extended family more. I purposely visit my dad because we don't know how much longer we have, and I would say that's pretty much how my time is.
You're spending both more time with them intentionally, including your spouse.
Yes. Well, just
as well as your dad as well too.
This pickleball thing.
And playing pickleball. What about you, Steve?
So what was the question again?
Oh my gosh.
That's why he goes first.
Yeah.
Yes.
His attention span is about 3 seconds long.
When I retired, squirrel, rabbit,
dog,
bird. When I retired,
repeat the question.
No, I know what the question is, and I'm going to give you the answer. When I retired several years back, it was intentional to be able to spend more time with my aging mother back in the Midwest, and so I would have the flexibility to go back and visit with her, spend time with her, and also be available if something happened, that she needed me there, and so. That was definitely a benefit of being retired, because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have spent the quality time that I had for the past 10 years.
Right.
And then in addition to that, being more present when one of my daughters lives close with her husband, and when they come over for dinner, oftentimes on Sunday night, if I wasn't retired, it would be, be looking at the clock going,
When are they leaving?
Right.
No, I got to get
It's a
ready.
weekday.
I got to get ready for work. I got to get things going. I got to
Right.
get to bed. All these, get the dog out. Now it's like, okay, I can just relax and, I'm retired and I'm going to enjoy the time with them.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's like, I think, one of the reasons I retired because, my mom, is aging also and has dementia. And so that was occurring several years ago when it first started. But, and then I wasn't able to spend as much time with her. But now that I'm retired, and that's one of the reasons I did, because I knew, like you were saying, Jeff, it's like, how much longer are you going to have with them?
Right.
And so you can spend some more quality time with them and more frequent time with my mom as well, too. And so I go up there fairly frequently. It's a couple hour drive, but not too bad. And I'll spend maybe, 2 or 3 days there. But the other thing about flexibility, which is great, is before when I would go up there, it always was at the weekend, right? I mean, it's the only time you can go up and see them on the weekend. The worst traffic possible. You're driving in rush hour all the way up on a Friday, and then you're driving home on a Sunday when everybody else is coming back from
Are you
vacation.
saying traffic is not quality time?
Oh, it can be.
Oh, okay.
Think of how many podcasts you can listen to.
Yeah, this is how I,
do.
yeah.
Maybe we should do remote podcasts on
While in traffic,
Guys in cars.
retirement in cars.
Yeah, retirement rules in cars. Anyway,
But that would be, we couldn't do it with 2 beers with, though.
yeah, that's not
We could
not
try.
recommended, at least not publicly.
Yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, yeah. So the best part is I can go during the weekday, right? I can go up on a
Just like
Tuesday.
Costco. It's
exactly,
the same thing.
exactly like Costco. I can leave at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday and come back, at 1 p.m. on Wednesday or Thursday.
And then you have Saturday and Sunday to reorganize the sock drawer. See, it's perfect.
Right. So my two 2+ hour drive becomes more like, a 1.5 hour drive now with no traffic whatsoever, no stress, no like yelling at people.
Beautiful.
Not that I really yell at people, in traffic. But,
Go ahead. You can tell the truth.
All right. I feel like yelling at people, but I don't. But I think, I don't know, for me, that's one of the things that enabled, me to be able to do is to be able to spend more time with my mom. And so now I'll go to you, Steve, because I don't want you to forget the question. But, is this
That's part of.
is the time you spend with your family more about quantity or quality or kind of both?
I would say quality. More engaged, more in the moment, and not, once again, not feeling like, I got 50 different text messages or emails I got to get back to or whatever. I think it's just being able to spend more quality time on their schedule, which is important, right? So, like, taking a ski trip, it's like, my daughter's like, yeah, I can go, Monday through Thursday. That's okay. Her and her husband go Monday through Thursday. I don't have to worry about vacation time or whatever. So that's quality time.
But all of us, so Jeff and I don't have kids, but you said you have kids. You don't have grandkids yet. But I know a lot of people retire because they want to spend more time with their grandkids. I mean, is that something that you was also thinking about and retired? And how do you see that being different now that you're retired?
Well, I think that, that wasn't factoring in when I retired, several years ago, but certainly maybe that's going to happen one of these days. And I think that'll be more of a factor for my wife, who still works full time and her engine doesn't slow down. But once we do have grandkids, I can see her being like totally consumed and committed to that, and then going, it's time to dial her work back as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I mentioned I had family visiting in town, and it's my mom's sister, so my aunt and her daughter, so my cousin, were in town, and they hadn't visited at my mom's house because, obviously my aunt's elderly as well too, so a little harder time traveling, but they came in from from Hawaii, and so it's and they decided, they're going to stay at my mom's house. But again, both my aunt and my mom are elderly, so it's not like I can just, go stay there. My mom can take care of them. I've actually got to be the one to be there. And so for me, I was able to actually spend the whole time with them. And we went out and did activities. And, versus I would have never been able to do that, in retirement and be able to,
while you're working.
While I'm working, right. In retirement, I can do it. But, right, while I'm working,
listen to the
I cannot
question.
do it. Yeah, you are listening, Steve.
I listen.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
I'm awake.
There was one.
Yeah. So, for me, I'm able to spend that both quality and quantity time, as an example, not just with, immediate family, but also with extended family as well, too. And so, we're going to be planning a trip to go to Hawaii now and visit, our relatives as well, too, which we did, about a few months after I retired. Before, maybe it was once every 5 years, even though I'd love to go to Hawaii for vacation, but
We'll schedule it around the county fair when you're back there.
Right.
Yeah, they do that.
Never underestimate the county fair.
I know.
And actually, so I did take my cousin, and my wife and I went to the county fair when they were here.
The Orange County Fair.
Orange County Fair. They loved it.
Not the Green County Fair. Right. Purple County Fair.
But what about you, Jeff? Then do you think you spend more quality or quantity time with family, or a little of both?
Yeah, it is definitely both. We were actually, my dad mentioned something about like, well, I don't feel like I'm done traveling. And my brother was also looking for a little bit of a break from taking care of my dad. And so we worked out with my brother, like, okay, we'll bring him down to San Diego for a while and, keep him busy. And you go do what you need to do, have a vacation, and we'll send him back up to you when you're back. But
it's like taking care of a child.
Well, actually, we went to the glider port a couple times, and that
right.
For my dad, that was the greatest thing. And after the first visit,
did he hop on?
Well, okay. Here's the weird thing. After the first visit, we go and have dinner at a cousin's house, and he's talking about it, and they're encouraging him, and he's saying, "Oh, yeah, I might do it. I might do it. That sounds like I really would like that." And when we get home, I'm like, "Are you serious, Dad? Because we'll make that happen." Nah. So he was just
you're just messing with him.
But then when we get there the next day, we're sitting near a woman who I think she has ALS, can barely walk, and she hang glides all the time.
Wow.
And she's like, well, really all you need is a couple of good friends who are willing to throw you off the cliff. And I'm overhearing this, but my dad isn't. I'm like, okay, I think if I talk to her to talk to my dad, she will overcome all of his excuses, because it's like, what? She can barely walk, Dad. You're still getting around. So
maybe he could say, well, what about family? Can family throw over a cliff?
they can pay some guys. Anyway, I try to check with him, and
maybe we should throw Jeff over a cliff.
Well, see, you don't need to throw me. I'll go. But,
you'll do it?
Yeah.
Really?
I would. Huh. Not necessarily with my dad, but
a tandem.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very interesting. Like how he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go to my cousins," and then no,
hell no, no chance.
You're not gonna catch me doing
just what they wanted.
So that was quality family time.
It was great. Yeah, it was a nice visit. Yes, it was quality time.
And we got the pleasure of seeing your dad,
and
hanging out with him.
And if I was working, it would be like, okay, we gotta lock it down where I gotta go, and that kind of thing. So, or it would all be vacation time, which I wouldn't be able to do something else.
Right.
As a result.
Yeah. You guys find so because you're retired now, and we talked about this even with shopping, right? It's like, you're not rushing through the store, you're just kind of going around, gazing and looking at stuff. Like you mentioned this a little bit, Steve. It's like, when you're hanging out with family now, you don't feel like rushed. So do you find yourself saying, hey, thinking like, oh, I don't need a rush to get out of here. I'm not thinking about something else. Like you said, you're like in the moment, essentially, right? And just kind of saying, I got time, and let's just sit and chat for a while, right? I mean, you find you guys doing that more?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's, once again, we're all tied to the technology, especially with the phone that's in our hands all the time. But when I was working, there was always stuff coming in, right? That I was like distracted by. Oh shit, I gotta get back to that, that type of thing. Where now it's like I can set that phone over there, and yeah, it might ding, and I might.
Wow, ding, and it dinged.
Wow. That's bizarre.
Speak into it.
Speak it, and it will happen.
And feel like, you know what? If I don't get that text message or whatever, there's nothing work-wise that's urgent, and I'm around the people that are important to me at this moment, and I'm just going to let it fly. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah, they don't sit there and say, "Why is Dad still hanging around here?"
Yeah. Did you have a call or something?
No, we've been sending him text messages.
Dad, why are you? Well,
we keep sending him these texts, and he doesn't answer.
Let's not get into how adult children deal with voicemail and text messages and phone calls.
Well, but they fix your check for you, so that's good.
That'd be the grandkids.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, their nephew.
Hey, he's waiting. So, yeah. Was the question, Steve, you were listening. Is the question more quality time, or
no? It's just about like, do you find yourself like, kind of just taking your time? In other words, just like because you got the time.
I would say
versus like you said, thinking I gotta go.
Across the board, I feel like nothing is, except for the few things that are like you got to do today.
You got to play pickleball,
right?
Well, if other people are expecting you, then yeah, you have to. Mm-hmm. But if it's just maybe I'll do this today. I didn't get around to it. I'll do it tomorrow. If I'm with somebody, hey, let's just, however long you have, I will. I'd be happy to be here with you. That kind of thing.
Sounds like a Jimmy Buffett lifestyle.
Yes,
manana
and cheeseburgers in paradise,
Margaritaville.
Yeah. So, would you say that being in retirement created any new routines for you then? With family? Is there anything you do more regularly now that you weren't doing in retirement? You mentioned, like, for example, like maybe talking to your dad or something.
Yeah, checking in. Basically, I'll check in for updates with my brother. Like, how's Dad doing? Because that introduces the reality into things rather than, I'm not going to be raising rabbits anymore.
Good.
Yeah. Well, as if he ever was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that gives you like
maybe chinchillas, not rabbits.
I don't know if he's considered.
Is that legal?
I don't know. Everything's legal these days.
Yeah, or chinch bugs.
Yeah, chinch bugs.
Yeah. What about you, Steve, then? So have you created any new routines with family that you weren't able to do while you were working?
I can't say necessarily that I have. Just
you can tell us.
No, I could, but I don't want to share it. No, just having more flexibility in the schedule to do whatever I want with family, more friends when I want to do it.
Okay.
Like record this silly podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, silly.
Silly. Yeah, I mean, we have at least 7 listeners.
All of
don't
you
think this
out
is
in
silly.
podcast land.
He had to say it.
We're looking for a follower in Nebraska. Once we get a follower,
I wonder
in
why
Nebraska,
we haven't got one yet.
We're going to get it over the
When we get a follower in Nebraska, I know we've made it big.
We will start monetizing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So far, we're paying monetize. No,
yeah. All right, so I'm going to start wrapping this up then. Let's talk about our rule. So one of them is about spending more time. So how about we spend more time with family on purpose. In other words, make it a reason to do it, and not just spend more of it, but make it better quality time with. And if you add some new routines, make sure those routines matter. For example, like I said, calling your brother or your dad to check in regularly.
Taking trips.
Yeah, taking trips with family. So what do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, that's our rule then. Spend time with family on purpose, not just more of it, but better, and in the new routines that actually matter. All right, so Steve, tell our 7 listeners how they can find us. Maybe we can increase
we're trying to
this
expand.
We're trying to get to double digits.
We're trying to expand.
We've got to get to double digits.
Yeah, and if you can get us 10 new listeners, we may have
a stretch goal.
He is a stretch goal guy.
Yeah, we'll have you on.
That would more
as
than double the number of listeners we currently have.
I know, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to double every time we're doing this.
Geometrically.
We'll have you on as a guest speaker, guest.
Just guest.
Just a guest. Follow us on Instagram at Retirement Rules for You. X, Twitter at Retirement Rules for You. Also on Facebook. And please share this podcast with a retiree or someone that you know that's about to retire. And we love questions, comments, or topics for future rules podcasts.
I don't think we've gotten any comments or questions so far from any of our 7 listeners.
You know what? Because we're doing such a good job of answering it all.
I mean, because we're not actually monitoring those channels.
Yeah.
We should really start doing that.
Okay. Well.
All right. Thank you, Steve. So our next topic, I think I teased this topic last time where we're going to talk about adjusting to retirement with your spouse. So maybe we'll tee that up for next time. You know, we had a lot of stuff going on this past few months, so that was a good timely topic. Plus, I kind of chickened out about talking about our spouses. So I thought, I think next time we'll hopefully have the guts to be able to do it.
Let's take this time in between to ask for permission.
Oh yeah, we forgot to do that as well too.
I think you actually beg for forgiveness.
Yeah, I like your philosophy too, but it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and we'll see you next time. Retirement Rules.